Okay, hello guys. So today here to talk about a word which is you cannot say that. Okay, we all are familiar with the word judge. What does a judge do? He actually gives verdict about a person who is actually guilty or not guilty. Okay, so imagine you are suppose you are the suspect of a murder case and you are proved guilty by the evidences given by the other opposition lawyer. Okay, so you are proved guilty. So that means who is actually give the verdict? It's a judge. Judge give the verdict. So it is the responsibility of a judge who is responsible. You can say the Chief of Justice. Is also known as Chief of Justice. Okay, so Chief of Justice because he's the justice giver. If you don't get justice in somewhere like in police custody or some like no one gives you the right justice, only this person can give you the justice. Okay, this depends on what area or what is the region of that particular time or what country you are belong to. It depends on that. So this is the different kind of things. But what a judge do? Just gives verdict. How he gives verdict is like he is actually assuming something and then giving verdict. No. Imagine you are the suspect. You're the suspect of a case and you have your lawyer. You like advocate. You have your advocate and there is other advocate who actually okay the other advocate who is trying to prove you guilty and your advocate is trying to prove you not guilty. So your advocate and the other advocate they are actually showing the evidences that you have done he's showing the positive ones that you haven't done that. He's showing the positive ones about you actually guilty person of that murder or you have done that murder. So when the evidences it shows three evidence and your lawyer or advocate shows two evidence. Your advocate shows two evidence and the other advocate or is like a prosecutor he shows three evidence. That means the three evidence is greater than two evidence. That means you are proven guilty as the murder case. So the chief of justice then decide three is more. That means you are the guilty person. So he will give the verdict. He will declare that you are the guilty. So he will declare the punishment, whatever it is. It takes is like a lifetime imprisonment or whatever it is. It takes. So judge is not giving a verdict without hearing something. He is not assuming something. He is deciding something on the fact or the evidences showed by your lawyer or your advocate or other advocate or prosecutor. So this is the things is like judge do. Judge has no right to give a verdict without hearing any evidences or you say and others say. Okay. So what is like judge do? So if I say that this just is like judgment. Judgment is based on evidence. No one has a right to give you judgment without any evidence. So judgment is based on evidence. So if someone gives you a judgment without evidence, that means he is giving you prejudice. Prejudice. Prejudice is like prejudgment without hearing something, without understanding your opinion, without understanding other opinion. He's just like giving a verdict. Okay, no one actually wants to hear your say and also not want to hear the other say. So when a person, especially if I say the judge, gives verdict without hearing any evidences, without hearing you say, without hearing any kind of reasons why you have done that or why this happens, without hearing anything they give verdict and that's called prejudice. That is like superstition or is like biased or is like a bias something or it's like harm something. If someone gives verdict without hearing you say, without understanding the facts, if you are not guilty and someone calls you that you're a guilty person, that means what? That means he's giving verdict. That means he's going to harm you. So prejudice can be means harm, and it also means biased, and it also means superstitions. Superstition in that what is like believing something that is not true. Like if something broken, then there something will bad happen. If something happens, then other thing will happen. Some kind of superstition belief. So you understand that prejudice is like previously, or you can say that before the today's era, in before, or you can say that at the time of 1990, the judgment system or is not biased. But people think that okay, there's a bias system because they have no right. They give verdict without hearing something like that one. But that's a different thing. So you can say that prejudice can be understood in such a way that previously. Okay, so you know that in 1990 to 2000, there are so many superstition actually existed in many kind of people, like especially Hindu one. They believe in something like this happened, and you have to do this and this kind of superstition kind of belief, or they have. Okay, it's like Raja Rahman Rai, something like they have banished some superstition. You know that. So superstition also available in that time. Okay, so previously judiciary system works against superstition. So judiciary system is like judgment system or evidence kind of system. So previously judiciary is like you could say that the judging process type. Previously judiciary system works against superstition. That means something working against superstition. That means it is like prejudice. As I mentioned previously judiciary system works definitely prejudice, not like previously is like previously judiciary system works against the system. That means prejudice is something here. As I mentioned that previously the judgment system is working. That means superstition is like previously existed but not right now existed. Okay, prejudice is previous kind of thing. That means it happens before but not right now, it's not happening. Okay, so prejudice is like that one. You can say that there is another word which is also judicious. Okay, what is the difference between these two? Prejudice is like previous. That means without hearing anything, without understanding anything, someone giving verdict. And judicious is like a knowledgeable person, or is like a knowledge, or is like a wise person. A wise person does what? The wise person always think about something more deeply, and he takes evidence to understand the fact very clearly, crystal clearly. Okay, he does that, he does that, and that's how everything functions.